Good morning, guys. This is Brenna here, and we are doing a Team Hustle Hard training. It is August 30th, 2017, and we're going to talk a little bit today about how to be a successful leader. So I hope you guys are excited because this applies to everyone, regardless of what stage in your business you are. Sorry about my raspy voice. Can't help it. Um, so before we start talking about how to be a leader and how to, put that in action in your business, we need to talk about what you consider as success. So I've been doing a lot of personal development recently, listening to a lot of different videos and audiobooks on business personal development as well as leadership personal development. I listened to an awesome one yesterday with Josh Coates, and a lot of this stuff he said just like mind blown. So a lot of this stuff is going to kind of come from some of the stuff I heard from him say and kind of put that in the skills of our businesses specifically, and then kind of my own translation of what he said. So um, when we were talking about success, everyone has kind of a different viewpoint in their mind of what they consider success. So whether it be a rank, a certain amount of money per month, replacing your current income if you're working, helping a certain number of people per month or total, amount of vacations you can take per year. I definitely consider that part of my success story. But for everybody, it's different. But I think, especially when you come into wanting to be your own boss, wanting to make your own money, and wanting to have your own business, there's three things that kind of go across the board. And ladies, for those of you that are on, if you feel differently, please let me know. So, three things that I think tend to fuel people the most, and in research, it's kind of shown as considered success, is doing something you love, something you're passionate about, something that makes you genuinely happy every day to go to work. Not everyone can say that in some of their current careers. Helping people that you love. So, um, there is a piece of human nature that we desire to help others. And for that, we tend to do it in various ways. I used to previously do it in my relationships, and it was not a great life decision for many reasons. So because of that, when you help people in your career as part of your job, there is a sense of fulfillment of seeing other people be successful and being a part of something bigger. And then the third piece is making as much money as you want. Um, so for me and for you, that might be different on what you consider, the amount of money that you need to make for your family or you want to make for your family or financial success. So it really is making as much money as you want. And what that looks like and how quickly that happens kind of depends on you in your business. So, in regards to those three areas of success, Josh Coates in his thing talks about the 4 M's of leadership. And I just was like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. In regards to the 4 M's, because it really breaks it down very simple. So I'm going to talk about these more in detail. But the 4 M's are model, motivate, mentor, and multiply. So when we're talking about modeling, the biggest piece about this is leading by example. So in regards to our business, in regards to us as leaders, you don't necessarily have to be leading a team. You don't necessarily have to have a team yet. Leading by example is just even leading by example for the masses. So that would be being a proof with the products, sharing those on social media, doing your personal development every day, doing your workout every day, attending events. Guys, as a part of one of the other personal development books I've been reading, attending events, one of the guys said that those who attend events are like 98% more successful than those who don't. And the reason is because every time you attend an event, you become a part of the environment, you learn some new vital piece to your business, but you also outlast the other people who were attending the event. If you think of 1,000 people came to the first event you went to, probably half of those are going to go to the next one, and half and half and half. And if you're still somebody who's there and strive to be better at each event, you will be significantly growing your business. And each time at that event, you'll become more involved and feel more successful and want to come back to the next one. So making those a behavior, going to those events, treating when you're modeling for that team, modeling for that imaginary team if you don't have one, the team that you will have, being that type of coach that they want to be led by. And the biggest piece about modeling is showing up every day and being consistent. Throughout any training you watch, they will talk about consistency in this business is key. It is not being consistent for 3 or 4 days and then taking 4 days off, being consistent for 3 or 4 days, because truly you will work really hard and get nowhere. Um, Part of that is in regards to posting on your social media. If you're, you know, posting every day and then stop posting, it's like starting all over again, because people need to trust you. People need to believe in you. They need to see that you're actually really about this business. And so consistency is key in regards to reaching out, in regards to running challenge groups, in regards to following up. Being consistent is key because people want to believe that, you're the real deal, but you have to show them that you're the real deal. And off and on, every couple of weeks, you will not have that. People will not believe you. They'll believe you're blowing smoke. So model. And the big thing he said is model for the masses. So that's your social media page, like I said. That's modeling for, your family, your friends, your team. That's what modeling is. So then he talks about motivate. So once you're modeling, aka posting on your social media, kind of when we first talk in our GSR or our initial call, we talk about modeling. What are some things you're going to do to model that behavior? Then once you're modeling, then it talks about motivating. So this is a big piece that he talks about in regards to changing from, modeling for the masses. Now you're going to motivate the masses, whether this be to join your team, whether this be to go on their own health and fitness journey. In Beachbody, there's a lot of ways to motivate. The biggest thing he says is 2 keys. Well, the second one I added. The first one is always showing up. So this means part of that consistency key, but also showing up as in when you're there, you're there. You're in the moment. You're pumped. You're bringing that sense of excitement, enthusiasm, passion that you have. That when every time you're there, people know you're there. They're excited that you're there. I put go for the crack always. So whether that's on a new team call, whether that's on a live video you're doing on your page, on your post, put that passion into it. That's what's going to really motivate people. Being that authentic, genuine self for something that you love. And when you say you're going to do something, do it. That is one of the biggest pieces of motivating, because be the type of person you want to be, the type of coach that you want to have on your team. So like I said, believing in yourself, believing that every time you get on a team call, every time you do a live video, every time you send a new message, that you're kind of on that next big break. You're talking to your next big coach. If you knew that the person you were doing this next live video for was someone who was going to be a rock star, would you maybe put a little extra effort into it? Would you maybe think more about what you're presenting? If so, do that every single time, because you never know when that next chance for you to show up will be. And something he said is always present like you're presenting to 1,000 people. If you were knew you were going to do a team call at Summit, okay, in front of the entire company, you would really put a lot of effort into that presentation. At least I hope so. And you'd think a lot about what you're going to say, and you'd come up there and you'd be like, let me tell you guys about my awesome story, and have all of this enthusiasm. That is exactly what he's talking about. Do that always, even if there's one person on, even if you're on a live video and nobody gets on. I've noticed a lot of times when people do live videos and no one's actually on commenting or liking, there's no enthusiasm then, or okay, well, if you guys were on and interacting with me, then I'd be pumped. But since you're not, where in reality, most of your people are going to watch your live videos on recording. So believing in yourself that you are there, you are pumped, you are ready to go. And anyone that wants to join you, and like Weston and I always say, get on this train, then get on. I'm going to continue to bring my consistency. I'm going to continue to believe on this team and all of that good stuff. And the other piece he talks about when he's talking about motivating, I feel like a lot of times as coaches, because there is a business piece, we do get wrapped up in, oh my God, this girl said she was going to do it and she didn't. And I'm so upset. We spent all this time and blah, 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 blah. If you go into it with the mentality, which I have done personally myself, that it's about us. It's about our journey. Like, we need to be successful. So you need to want to make this life change. We will not be successful because we are in the business of helping people. So we need to help them be whatever they want to be, whether this be people who are trying to change their lifestyle, whether this be coaches who want to grow their own business. My job as a coach is to be there and show up and be whatever they need me to be. It is their job to take their choices on their journey, whether it be their health and fitness or as a coach. It is their business. They will be successful or fail themselves. I am there to help them be what they want to be. Okay, so after we've modeled for the masses and we've motivated the masses, aka team calls, live videos, all of that stuff, now we're going to mentor the few. So I love this because a lot of times I think this is true of coaches, especially. We tend to mentor the people who need help rather than those that earn it. Weston was telling me actually not that long ago about a coach who says, until you're on the board with Success Club points, that coach does not consider you a business builder, period. And that needs to be a couple months in a row, because you need to put energy as a coach into people who earn it rather than need it. You need to support, encourage, believe in them, and then help them. That being said, like I said before, this is their business. This is their health and fitness journey. But those that want it, those that want to be successful, who understand what this business can be, who understand how health and fitness is a part of their life, they will earn it. And they will earn it because they want it. They will make it happen for themselves, and you will be a resource for them. You will not be the one trying to make them successful. So model and motivate for the masses, mentor the few. So these people who mentor are the people who say they want to be coaches. We have a mentor coach university program. We're there to answer questions. If someone really wants to take their business to the next level, doing one-on-one calls, doing things like that as a coach is really going to help them answer any questions they have so that they can move forward and be successful. This is helping them run challenge groups, look for things in the back office. But again, all of these things, 99% of what I just said, as a coach, someone can find on their own. If they are truly motivated as a coach, they can find all of this on their own. That being said, as coaches, we are here to help and to mentor. So let's do that, but we are not going to grow a business for them. So those who want it, those who earn it, mentoring can be the best thing in the world, but it does take a lot out of you. And so keeping in mind that this is their goals and really pushing them to reach whatever their goals are. And then the last one is multiply. So model, motivate, mentor, and then multiply. The big thing about multiply is that if you're doing the first 3 steps of this business and you're doing them well and you are being consistent with them, your business will multiply. There's no doubt about it. You will become a successful leader. You will have a team who also wants to lead. But the biggest thing he was talking about is it takes time. So in network marketing, the average person lasts 3 months, which is insane. Because if you think about it, rather than this being a hobby, if you're someone who's pursuing this as a business, what business is truly successful in 3 months? Not only successful, but profitable, making 6 figures, is super easy and great, and it's all fabulous in 3 months. That's not a real thing. And if that's what you're looking for, if that's what people who are coming to you are looking for, this is not the right business for them. Especially because network marketing is one of those things that is not a brick and mortar place. It is online, and you do have to give it time. You do have to be consistent, and you do have to let it grow. The analogy that he used, I'm going to just steal it and use it because it was that great. He said network marketing is like walking on a rope bridge. So if you picture one of those old rope bridges in the movies that has like, the wooden steps and the ropes that hang from one side of the mountain to the other, and there's like missing steps along the way, and it's very sketchy looking and kind of iffy. He said network marketing in the beginning is like a rope bridge. No one wants to be the first one to go across it. And they're like, oh, and there might be a couple crazy people who are like, cool, I'll go across the rope bridge with you and jump the things and see if it's safe. But most people are going to say, ooh, I don't know if this is safe. This is probably another one of those online businesses, or I don't know if this is real, or someone told me it's a bad idea or whatever. All the concerns they're going to have about jumping across a bridge with missing steps and made of a rope makes a lot of sense. He goes, you need to take that rope bridge and your consistency, your modeling, your motivating, and your mentoring over time, not over a blink of an eye, over time, will turn that rope bridge into a concrete bridge. Because then when you're at the point where you're starting to multiply, people will see that your bridge is totally safe and that it's obviously the easiest way to get across the mountain and it makes perfect sense. But there has to be those people who are willing to go across when it's a rope bridge. So you have to be the leader who shows them how to get across and motivate them to get across. And while you're doing it, help grow that into a concrete bridge. So I hope I explained that decently as a analogy, but to me it made perfect sense, like thinking about an actual rope bridge and then turning that into a concrete bridge. So right now, most of our teams are in a rope bridge stage, and that's okay, because that rope bridge is truly about doing what we already know what to do. It's about being a consistent person, being the type of leader you want to be, and overall loving on people and helping them in their journey. So those are some things I really am hoping you guys will take into moving forward in your business. And when we're thinking about how to be a leader, what it takes for us to be successful leaders in this business, but also how to grow our business in a mentality that isn't like, oh, cool, I'm here and I'm just kind of showing up and yet I'm expecting to be successful. When you are trying to take these steps, this is requiring consistency every single day. And the top earners in the business, you see any training they did, they were working their butts off being consistent every single day. Most of them for a year or two before they started to see the success, because they are modeling, they're motivating, they're mentoring, and then they are multiplying over time. And they're turning that rope bridge into a concrete bridge. So I hope that all kind of made sense. Does anybody have any questions? I'll stop sharing real quick. Or are you guys muted still? No. Any questions, or should I stop the recording?
I don't have any questions.
Okay. Uh-oh, maybe I missed.